So you're thinking of buying a home in River Islands? Well, since 75% of the people moving out there are from the Bay Area, we're going to look at 3 important things to consider before moving and how River Islands stacks up against those Bay Area cities. Hopefully this will give you some insight to help you decide if a move out here is right for you and your family. Now, if you stick around till the end, I'll give you one reason why River Islands may not be the place for you. By the way, I'm Andre, your Cali Valley Realtor, and if this is your first time on the channel and you want to know everything there is about living in River Islands, this is the place to be. So subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about River Islands, Lathrop, and its surrounding cities. Now, the builders out here have at least 5 people negotiating on their behalf. Make sure you have at least one. That's where I come in. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, doesn't matter. Hit me up, call, text, email. I'll be happy to help you out. Now, let's go ahead and do this. First and foremost, let's look at housing affordability, because the less you're paying in housing, the better your quality of life is. And since you only have one life to live, let's start there. Now, the Bay Area is notorious for sky-high real estate prices, making homeownership a distant dream for many. But in River Islands, you can find beautiful homes at half the price or at least twice the size for the same exact money. So what I decided to do is actually show you what your money can get you out in River Islands compared to the Bay, and I did this by figuring out what the average home is worth in the following cities: San Jose, Oakland, and San Francisco, since those are 3 heavily populated areas and they also have many sellers moving out to River Islands. Then I captured some images of homes currently on the market at that price in those cities so you can visually see what the difference is in the homes for the same exact money. So first, let's look at Oakland, where the average home value right now is around $800,000. And here's a picture of a home on the market right now for that price. This home is $810,000. It has 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, and is 1,600 square feet. As you can see, it's an older home with not much space and literally on top of the neighbor to the left. Now let's check out what $800,000 gets you at River Islands. This home is also $810,000 with 5 to 6 bedrooms, 4 to 5 baths, and 3,200 square feet. Plus, if it's a resale in River Islands and not brand new, it's still in a new development since River Islands isn't even 10 years old yet. Now, comparing these two, you can clearly see which is a better bang for your buck. So now let's go ahead and look at San Jose. The average home value in San Jose is $1.3 million right now, and here's a picture of a house on the market for that price right now. This house is 3 bedroom, 2 bath with 1,200 square feet of living space. Now let's look at what that amount of money gets you in River Islands. First off, they don't even get that expensive. So the most expensive one I found was $1.2 million, and it has 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bath, and 4,500 square feet. So this house is almost 4 times as big as the one in San Jose. That's crazy how much further your money goes in River Islands. Now for our last example, let's go to San Francisco. The average home value there is almost $1.3 million right now, and here's an image of what type of house that buys you. This home is almost $1.3 million, and it has 2 bedrooms and 1 bath, and it's 1,200 square feet. Again, this one is almost 4 times smaller, not even half the number of bedrooms, and let's not compare the bathrooms. Okay, let's do it. River Islands has 3.5 more bathrooms and doesn't come with any broken car windows. It's not even fair to compare them. So sorry, San Francisco, you're still a good place to visit. Notice I only said visit, just in my opinion. Now that was a lot to digest for the first reason, so let's take a look at the second reason River Islands living is favorable to the Bay Area. By doing that, we're going to focus on safety, since this is also very important, and we'll do that by looking at response times for the fire departments and police departments. Now unfortunately, I have to use response times rather than crime rates because Lathrop is not the same as River Islands, even though River Islands resides in Lathrop. And it looks like crime rates are only accessible by zip code. All of Lathrop is in the same zip code, or the city. So both of these will be a poor indicator of what River Islands is actually like once you pull stats from all over Lathrop. So since River Islands has a fire department and police department in the actual community, you can see the response times will be faster and hopefully a deterrent to deviance since the police are so close. Now the national average response time for police departments is about 10 minutes and fire departments are at about 8 minutes. Now let's compare River Islands against the same cities as previously used: Oakland, San Jose, and San Francisco. So River Islands Fire Department response time is 5 minutes and the police department is 6 minutes. Now San Francisco sits at 5 minutes for their fire department and 9 minutes for their police response. Now in Oakland, the department does pretty well at the fire with 7 minutes, but they get really bad at police responses at 19 minutes. No wonder crime's so bad out there. Now, looking at San Jose, the fire department response time was hidden. So maybe they're ashamed of their results, I don't know, but I looked all over and it's inaccessible. Now, the police do a good job at 7 minutes, so that's good. What this all means? River Islands wins again by providing a much safer community when in comparison to these cities due to their quicker response times. Plus, the more expensive an area is, the less crime you will find anyway. And although River Islands provides much more value per dollar that you invest in your home than in the Bay Area, they aren't cheap compared to Central Valley property values. The average value of homes in other cities around the Central Valley isn't even as expensive as the cheapest house at River Islands. So everything is relative, okay? Last but not least, we are going to look at education and how River Islands stacks up against those same Bay Area cities. First off, River Islands has a charter school system which is highly focused on the arts, music, sports, and technology. Their mission is to create well-rounded kids who are our future leaders, which we so desperately need right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. And River Islands, their elementary reading and math proficiency is in the top 30% in the state. Their middle schools are in the top 20% for reading and math statewide, so they're doing pretty well. Now, San Francisco and San Jose were both ranked in the top 30% of schools as well in the state, so there's not much difference there. Now, Oakland, on the other hand, had test scores ranked 35% below the national average and a C- rating for their schools. Oakland has some work to do. Bottom line is that River Islands offers families good schools for their kids, and moving your family out there will continue to provide them with the good education that all of us parents want for our kids. Now, for the one con about living in River Islands, it's in the city of Lathrop, and the overall livability score for Lathrop, California is 53 out of 100. This isn't good, but let me put this in context. River Islands is part of the city of Lathrop, and honestly a 53 score of Lathrop minus River Islands actually makes sense as a pretty accurate score. So here's a look at the livability rating for Lathrop overall to give you some context. Hope that wasn't too much of a shock. But remember to keep in mind that every city has its good and bad parts. Lathrop is no different. And also, if you didn't know, River Islands is ranked as the #1 master plan community in Northern California and in the top 30 nationwide. So they're doing something right. Now, if this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more about River Islands and hit the notification bell so you can be notified. Now, whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, doesn't matter. Hit me up, call, text, email, Zoom. I got you. Until next time, see you in the next video.